Bitcoin pushing higher this morning as investors continue to wait for the Securities and Exchange Commission's January 10th deadline on updates over decision for the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF. Let's get deeper into the cryptocurrency moves with Yahoo Finance's Blikre. Jared, what are we seeing on our screen here? I thought we were in the red for Bitcoin.
You blink and the direction has changed. So let's take a look. You can see over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin up 3%, but it has been a rocky road this week. Here's what happened over the last 24 hours. Here is the 5 days, so we're going to go back to the last day of last year. And here we see we got a nice rise here. A lot of the rise that we've seen over the last 6 months or so has been in anticipation of the spot Bitcoin ETF. We're expecting that between January 5th and the 10th, and so that is right around the corner. But then yesterday we got a report. I don't want to get too much in depth about it because it didn't even have a lot of meat on it. It just said that there was some concern that some of the issuers who were applying for a spot Bitcoin ETF had hit a roadblock with the SEC, and that was the reason. But that has been unverified. I've checked with some of our tech reporters here and crypto reporters. They've checked with a number of issuers this week and have not heard any problems. Doesn't mean they don't exist, but at least from our end, we haven't heard of anything like that. So here's the 5-day. Lots of volatility there, but let me just back this up to a 3-year chart, and you can see we have tremendous price memory right around 45,000. We saw this little peak here right before, so this could be a stumbling block. I'd say 45 to 47,000, pretty big resistance area. But of course, this goes all the way up to what, the mid 60,000s? It's not until we punch above that we really have free sailing to those big targets ahead, which don't have any price memory. In other words, above those last record prices that we've seen. Want to also touch on Bitcoin seasonality. This is something I ran a couple days ago. This is a map for the entire year, January through February, and we can see it's very choppy. You take a look at S&P 500 seasonality for stocks, tends to go from the lower left to the upper right, but Bitcoin does not have enough bullish history yet, and we're just seeing that in January, we actually tend to come down a little bit, find our footing in February, but watch out because we're expecting that having in April, that could be a little bit of a fake out. We don't get the big rise until later in the summer. Just historical tendencies. We'll have to see what happens this time, but lots of attention on that spot Bitcoin ETF.
Certainly has been, and lots of attention on exactly when we are potentially going to get it. Sounds like it could come very soon. Jared, thank you.